We're about to get into game 2. I'm probably going to have to recast game 1, which will be sad, but whatever. It was really exciting. I have it all obsed. It will be glorious. Now we're going into game 2 on Whirlwind between Ramrod Dildo Carter's T-Zilla, probably being played by Brendan, and the teamless, my younger brother, Killa, playing Zerg. I knew it. You're such a dick. In the bottom left corner, spawning as the turquoise Zerg, is the teamless Killa. And spawning in the top left corner, playing as the red Protoss, is Team Ramrod Dildo Carter's T-Zilla, played by TZ. I won't ruin the surprise for Max, who thinks he's playing Brendan. T-Zilla has been laddering a ton. He probably doesn't have as many games overall as Killa does, but he definitely has a lot of recent games. He's been practicing a lot. He has strategies, so we will see if Killa is up to the task. It should be close. It should definitely be close. It looks like T-Zilla is going for a fast expand. I'm not really sure why he placed the pylon here. Normally you'd want to place it back here so it could power buildings for a wall off. But alas, he will do what he will do. Let's see what he's going to put down here. This probe is about to build a gateway or forge. It's a forge. So he's going for a forge fast expand. Meanwhile, Killa is doing that 14 spawning pool again and gonna take a really late hatchery. Really late. Last game he took it around 18. See if he takes it around 18 again. Sorry, I'm just talking to the girlfriend on the text. Sorry, but that has nothing to do with StarCraft, and anyone watching this is all about the StarCraft. Watching T-Zilla's Forge slow expand. Normally for a Forge fast expand, you would plant the Nexus, and then you would plant everything else. But T-Zilla is going for the ultra safe, like, wall off with the pylon in the front, and then he's gonna build the Nexus eventually, I think. Meanwhile, Killa is saving up for college. College is really expensive, and I would hate for him to have to, like, I don't know, build a queen or throw down another hatchery before he was good and ready. Yeah, there we go. It says here on the production tab he's building two. Oh, the gas steal. Ha ha. Cheeky as fuck. Look at the worker tab here. We see that T-Zilla with his. Oh wow, and he even lets it finish. Okay. But we see TZ here is outproducing him in workers, which is super unfortunate for him because a Zerg player at this point should be ahead in workers. And T-Zilla's Nexus is going up, meaning he is at exactly the same economy as Killa. That's unfortunate. And Killa went for these double gases. If he goes for any kind of mutatech, I'm sure that'll be great. If he doesn't though, like if he doesn't get a lair soon, then he's gonna find himself sitting on a lot of gas. He's not doing anything else. Fuck it. I'm just gonna tell him. So much money. This isn't a real game, and he is my biological brother. So when T-Zilla watches this, he'll be upset. But you know, that's the way it goes. He has the advantage here. He's ahead on workers, 23 to 20. He is equal on bases currently. He's got a great defensive setup here. Hasn't started researching Warp Gate yet. Not really sure why. Also hasn't started building a mothership core, probably because he's somewhat gas starved. But I mean, if you were just when this finishes and he mines from them, he won't be gas starved anymore. I don't know why we're experiencing some lag here. That's kind of interesting. Let's hang out at the Zerg space where we only lag a little bit. This is super unfortunate here. Yeah, we're not running anything extra. I mean, OBS would cause some lag maybe, but that's a graphical lag. Oh, we can check our frame rates. Control F, Control Shift F, Control Alt F. That's what it is. Yeah. So we're seeing we're averaging at 39 frames per second, which is definitely low. Definitely low. Gets his second base up. The worker lead still in T-Zilla's favor. He's been, even without any sort of chrono boost, he's really just been on point. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I would say this could almost be some sort of all-in. And really, if it is, I mean, Max has nothing. Killa has no units at all. He's got the Roach Warren, so if he sees this coming, he could definitely do. Oh, that's a Robo. Okay, so yeah, so this is going to be like an Immortal Sentry all in without the sentries. He's going to hopefully get his +1 ground weapon soon. Warp Gate's going to finish. Yeah, he's chrono boosting that out. Yeah, this is an Immortal Sentry all in. Once again, Sand Sentries. You would want to be, for a real Immortal Sentry all-in, you would want to be building a ton of sentries right now. And, looking at TZ's vision, you would also want to know where your opponent is. Luckily for him, he's about to scout the Zerg player's base on the lucky first try and see roaches. Which, once again, another good thing, because, yep, there's the more gates. We see more gates here. Oh, we see a lot of gates. 4 more gates getting thrown down? Wow, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. This is an 8-gate Immortal +1 all in. That's a hell of a lot of production, and it's gonna take a lot of units from Killa to hold this. If he just starts pumping out roaches now, or even lings that would have speed, he will be fine. But if he lets this probe lay down a proxy pylon and he doesn't produce any sort of units, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Where are these drones going? Are they rallied to the third? Where? Yep, they must be rallied to the third. That's kind of weird. His natural isn't saturated, so I don't know why he would be doing that. Meanwhile, in Camp TZ, all these warp gates coming out. Immortal. I believe he will go at 2 Immortals. That's my guess here. Normally you want to hit before 10 minutes in case your opponent is going mutas, but I think he will go when he has 2 Immortals. And this Roach is not gonna kill that. Wow, I've never seen that really help. That Roach isn't gonna get it. And he's building. He saw the proxy, and now he's building 22 lings. Good response. These zealots running back. Not really sure. That's a lot of zealots. Not really sure why the zealots are running back. Here's the second Immortal, first Immortal still. And these roaches gonna fight these zealots. So roaches are good against zealots as long as the zealots don't have +1 and are being kited. Without being kited, they're really not that good. And these lings are just gonna get murdered, especially if he only engages half like that. That's gonna be pretty rough. That's a lot of units. And those are just gonna get taken apart. This base is so going down. The question is, does Max have the larva? He has 11 larvae and 50 drones. Plenty of economy, plenty of money. He really just needs to flood with units here. He needs to abandon this base, which he's doing. Abandon this base, flood with units, maybe throw up some spine crawlers, and really drop into a defensive posture. Meanwhile, TZ doesn't really have the economy to keep something like this going for very long, and he had forgotten his Immortal. Everyone saw that crab walking Immortal? Killa, it looked like Killa was the one lagging. That's unfortunate. This is also unfortunate. I think this was a pretty well executed all in. I would say it was about a minute late maybe because he didn't chrono boost Warp Gate, and he didn't really have the economy behind it, and he built one too many gates. I would go 6-gate Immortal, but I mean that's nitpicking. And if it works, then who really cares? Max doing the sensible response, throwing up some spine crawlers. Losing that third base at least gives him a chance to saturate his other bases. You know, there he goes, 18 there. 14 there, and he's got a. This is a good army. This is. I would not move out. This is not an army I would. That's not something I would move out with. I would. I mean, I guess he wants to take a third, but that's just with +1 and with the immortal there. Oh, actually, this is about as good an engage as he can hope for. Not all of T-Zilla's units engaging, but that +1 weapons is just gonna. Oh, is he gonna? He's gonna lose all these roaches too. Yeah, that's. It's not a bad engage. Oh, actually, is he gonna have enough to overwhelm TZ's units? Interesting. I think that immortal is gonna go to town though. I think that immortal will even the scale. Though here's a couple more roaches coming in, and he pushes TZ back. I'm pretty shocked by this. I'm pretty shocked by this. Oh, and there's the stalker reinforcements. That sucks. Does he have roach speed? Yeah, he has roach speed, so his roaches are quick. Definitely quick. He's gonna want, what he's really gonna want here is take maybe a base up here, both players on 2 bases, which is right where Protoss wants, and slowly but surely Protoss is getting his economy together, building more immortals, and the immortals are just gonna do so much damage to the roaches. What's this immortal? 9 kills on this immortal. It's a mentor. It teaches other units how to be immortals. He's trying to get those overlords, but I don't think he's gonna get more than a couple token shots off. And the thing is, these spine crawlers, they're really gonna be very susceptible to those immortals. Immortals do like 50 damage to armored targets, of which both roaches and spine crawlers are. I think this is gonna, if he engages down the ramp, he's done. If he engages down the ramp, he's done. He's got to draw T-Zilla's forces into the spine crawlers. There we go. T-Zilla, there. That's the defensive stance he needs. Good defense. And in the unit production tab, we see a spire coming up. So he's making the spire transition. He's stuck in this base, but he's going to transition. He's going to build mutas maybe, and we'll see if he tries to use his mutas to engage, or if he goes in to harass T-Zilla's mineral line. I'm curious. I would also like if he tried to sneak another drone out. T-Zilla leaving some stalkers behind, but getting zealot legs, which is going to help because his army is very susceptible to Zerglings right now, even with 1/1 upgrades. And does Killa have any upgrade? Killa doesn't have any upgrades. In his haste to defend, he's building a lot of mutas, and if he goes and attacks with that, if he can get T-Zilla to draw his army back, I think that Killa is going to be in a good position. But as far as in a straight fight, though, those 8 mutas really aren't going to be super helpful. This is a huge force right here. This is an incredible Protoss force. 1/1 upgrades, complete, no upgrades for the Zerg player, and he's breaking down the door here. Killa has to engage this. Doing a pretty good job so far. Loses the first spine crawler. I would like to see some injects maybe, and the mutas are going to go to town. But even with the Mutalisk, I just don't know that Killa has the forces to defend. He missed them. Yeah, I think that those Immortal Zealot is going to be huge here, and I would like to see some. Oh, there's mutas. Those Mutalisks. If he can target fire down the stalkers, picking apart T-Zilla's economy, and if he can target fire these stalkers, he's going to lose a lot of units himself, but at the end of the day, it might be able to, well, actually, he's going to lose a ton. Yeah, this is almost a base trade scenario, I would say. It's going to take those Mutalisks forever to kill all of T-Zilla's Immortals. Meanwhile, these Zealots and Immortals are just going to town. This is going to be quite the cleanup effort. Taking out the pylons. Wow. What a game we're having. This is quite action-packed. Yeah, these Mutalisks, if they do have +1... Oh, no, they don't have the Glaive Worm upgrade. What is this? They're about to have +1 flyer attack. Stalkers, warping in Stalkers 2 at a time is not going to be enough. Zealots taking out Killa's mineral. Oh, pulling the probes. He has to make sure he doesn't lose too many probes. At the unit counting, we have 22 to 22. They've literally both just taken out each other's mains and are mining off of one base. Oh, T-Zilla does not like mutas though, and Killa is going to need to send these probes back to work. Back to work, probes. Why are you on break? Can T-Zilla? I don't know that T-Zilla can recover from this. I think it's going to be GG. Yes. Wow. And a strong showing from our turquoise Zerg. I guess I could say he is related to me, except that I lost to Nate last night. So really, I have to be happy to be related to him. Great job from both players, though. That was awesome.